we really want to go for imperfect advocacy. So we all have our footprint. We don't need to be perfect, but everyone can do something. And together with brands, we can reach that, we believe.
Hello, this is Claudia Klinger for ISPO. We're talking about sustainable challenges, and today I have Dominique from POW with me.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So, could you maybe basically tell us what POW is all about?
Yeah, so Protect Our Winters is an NGO that mobilizes the outdoor community and businesses, politics to act on climate change.
Okay, could you refer a bit more to that? Because when I talked to some people, they didn't see what kind of impact you have.
Yeah, so we work with 3 pillars. We work on education. We have several educational projects to explain what climate change means, what it means for the future, but also on your location, what can happen. We work on collaboration. So we work together with brands to make sure that we have a big impact, not just at the individual, but as a whole sector together. And we work on advocacy, meaning we're working towards systemic change.
Advocacy, how would you explain that for someone from the sporting goods or outdoor industry?
So with climate change taking part, there's a lot of legislation on what brands should do or should report on. But besides that, we should make progress on change in law and regulation to help brands as well, being able to act on it. But also on communities to be able to reduce climate change and be able to enjoy the outdoors, but also live the way they want to live. So, for example, one thing we did this year was a big European election campaign, mobilizing the individual to vote and make sure that they know that their vote has an impact. But also, we created a manifesto that brands could sign with for the things we think that should change, so we can enjoy the outdoors and have a happy life with a healthy world. Yeah.
So, and what do you think should change? What is this manifesto about?
Yeah, so with this manifesto, we focus on 4 points. One on mobility, with emission reduction, biodiversity, overconsumption, and green energy transition. And that way we believe that we can reduce our impact and have a better way of living here. Yeah.
And if we want to know more, is there an information source on the internet?
Yeah, so we have a website. It's vote.protectourwinters.eu, and the whole manifesto is on there with all the explanation and research in it. So yeah, definitely.
And when we look for advocacy one more time, what are the next challenges or steps? Or I mean, we had the EU elections. And what's next?
So with the EU elections, we definitely see that there's still a lot of work to do. But what's the good thing is we got to reach out to a lot of people. So we mobilized a lot of the outdoor community as well as brands. So the next step is to do more advocacy, have brands sign up with POW and actively act on climate change more than just the current legislation, but act on the future together.
Okay, you mentioned it already, more partnerships with brands. So we dive deeper into that. So what does it mean, partnership between POW and the brand?
So when we work together with a brand, we try to see with both of our backgrounds, cooperate and make sure that we reach the right people to educate on what climate change means and what people can do, but also inspire them to change. And work together with, for example, athletes, creative scientists to spread the word. And we really want to go for imperfect advocacy. So we all have our footprint. We don't need to be perfect, but everyone can do something. And together with brands, we can reach that, we believe.
And on the brand side, I mean, if it means having a partnership, often it's like, okay, and what do I have to pay for this? What does it mean for brands in terms of financial aspects?
So we have different kinds of partnerships depending on the size of the brand and the impact we can have together. POW is an NGO, so we have to work on based off donations, but it's a give and take. So we do climate literacy training to actually help the company as well, to embed it within their company. We try and help them to see what they can do next. We know that we're growing as a world to work on climate change, so we want to help them as well. A nice example is fees. So we are working with fees to see what the industry, the ski industry and the snowboard industry can do, even though they're still hosting competitions. And when it started from a letter with athletes asking to start on changing, now we're actually in touch with them and in conversation to see what we can do to have less impact and create a better system. Yeah,
that sounds promising. Can you mention another maybe a brand example where you work together and have a nice result, like a common activation or something?
Yeah. So actually, currently we have a new movie called Downstream. We worked on this together with Icebreaker, and it's a movie about climate change, but also regenerative agriculture. Impact on water dams. So we really try to look at water systems and all the parts of the system that are affected and what we can do to change. And yeah, it's gonna be shown at ISPO tonight as well. So we're really excited about that as well.
Sure, that sounds nice. So next step of advocacy or inspiring people could be to work with influencers, right? Could you refer on that a bit more?
Yeah, so we work together with scientists, athletes and creatives. And with that triangle, we see that we can, in a creative way, inspire people, but fact-based. And we see that that works a lot because people can actually feel what we mean because they feel what the athlete is doing in their life, or they are inspired by the way a creative tells the story. And
yeah, anyhow, it sounds rather interesting and inspiring. So in terms of memberships, POW is growing. This is kind of obvious. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so we work globally and people can sign up with POW in becoming a member. We do this mainly locally, so you can see what POW does in your region, so you can actually act. You can follow us, but we are at events where you can volunteer with us. And this grows day by day. And it's very inspiring actually to see how we actually light this fire in this community, and it just keeps on popping up and growing further. It's really nice.
Great. And as I was listening to you carefully when we talked earlier, there's something, maybe, I don't know if it's still a secret, but you're broadening in terms not only engaging for winter sports, right?
Yeah, so we see winters are changing, and it's the core how we started, but the change of the winter is affecting the summer as well, and it's affecting the whole ecosystem. So we definitely also focus on summer, on mountain biking, trail running, where we see ourselves at the outdoor state, and we want to have the outdoor state alive, so we want to have winter and summer in a healthy way. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dominique. So thank you. That's it. So if you like what you see, then don't hesitate to subscribe, hit the like button, and join us at ispo.com.